And if Vancouver hits that magic 11 mark tonight, things are going to look different.
Teams are at center. Blow the whistle. Let's play some lacrosse as we're underway here on First Nations night and Teddy Bear Toss night as well. Hoichika. Vancouver's penalty kill was fourth last season. Fourth coming into this game here, going 2 for 7 against Colorado back in week 1. Shorthanded chance. And the first goal of the game is a shorty.
I think 3 offensive zone penalties last week, and Turt Milosky definitely addressed his group about that this week.
There's Jones up top, Donville. Mitch Jones answers right back here for Las Vegas. Donville the setup, Jones on the finish. Scratch for Williams today. Here's Curtis Dixon. And Landon Kells makes his first save of the evening. And a little end-to-end action here at Rogers Arena as Reed Bowering finds ball off the bench.
No curse for Vegas tonight, so that's going to really hurt them in transition. Malcolm will kind of step up and fill that role a little bit, but he's the guy that really sparks the transition for this team.
Another beauty. The neutral. Here's Brett Minsky out of New Westminster, and he put it right on Kells, who made a good save.
Takes advantage of Mitch Jones, hits the turf monster.
That's one he's got to bring in.
Yeah, a bit handcuffed in tight.
Here's Preston with numbers right in front. Del Bianco had the read on it as he takes one away from another. Carved out a nice career for himself, Brandon Goodwin. Here's Donville on the spin, working on Bowering. Feeds back to Jones, and that's Del Bianco's best stop of the night right there. Rink wide. Out of the corner. Juking back and forth. Feed to the crease, and Claridge on a layout dive off the setup from King, foiled by Landon Kells. And he'll lead feet up here. Minsky. Drop it back to Ball. Keegan Ball! Of any kind. Never mind 5-on-5. Final possession here of quarter 1. Donville over top of the crossbar. Late chance. And a shot block. The commish, the big boss, is in the house here tonight, Bradley. Brett Frood watching along. Somewhere here in Rogers Arena. Dixon, a good cut across, and scores. Vintage Curtis Dixon, right there.
6'4", Brett Minsky, New Westminster, BC, all over Mitch Jones.
Donville. Across the top, low, shoot, scores! John Donville will bounce one home, and that snaps the Warriors' run right there.
Opportunity to play with Curtis Dixon, but you're right, chemistry and timing will come. There's been times, I think, where Dixon's kind of looking for Keegan Ball, and he's not there and he's not ready, but they'll clean that up.
Cormier! 42! Exactly right there from Cormier. This guy is a natural goal scorer, and I think with a good solid run of 3, 4, 5 games and a constant rotation, as there's another for Vancouver.
And take a beating and stay strong on ball.
You want to talk about scoring goals in NCAA. As Keegan Ball will score one here, and a beauty one at that. Cribbit for Keegan Ball. Passed off. Webster could clean it cleanly, and that's how the first half will come to a close. Shots will be even at 21 apiece, but it's Vancouver that's leading by 5, 7-2.
Smart quarterbacks who can really sit back in the pocket sometimes and look for that pass, and he really took some matters in his own hands in that first half, crashed to the net hard, made some really nice passes, but even better finishes twice in that first half.
Blow the whistle. Let's play some lacrosse. We're underway here in half number 2, and as half number 1 began, Tyrell Hamer-Jackson with the face-off win, and a quick strike from Adam Poitras.
Just to disrupt the off-ball guy.
Vancouver likes to play in these 5-minute segments, and there's Charlotte Beatties with an answer back. Dave Kells, a good old hard pump fake, and let the teddy bears fly, courtesy of Charlotte Beatties. There's Poitras again. He's back out there along with Kluche. Finds a backdoor cut from Donville, and Del Bianco stayed right with him. Ball is loose. And Poitras first to it.
Yeah, all the players have loved working with Hickey so far. He's a bit of a lax rat. They like his playbook, and obviously...
Claridge.
Obviously, coming from the junior ranks and spending some time in Ottawa, but coming from Okotoks, being able to run a junior offense, he really is in touch with the next wave of players and how to coach young guys, and Vegas is littered with them.
Here's Claridge, sets it up for Keegan Ball, 18 on the shot clock. Dixon rolls to the goal. Oh, what a stop from Landon Kells as he throws out the windmill. Been held in check here so far tonight. Double comps. Kluche tangled up and can't get the shot off as it's stolen away. In comes Garrison with numbers. He'll shoot, scores! Tyler Garrison. Simpson up there with Mitski. Numbers again. Simpson scores! Well. Owns a goaltending coaching company as well. Kluche stopped by Del Bianco as he throws up, but he will eclipse that and probably move into number one before the season over, as Keegan Ball will move the Warriors up to 11 goals with a power play marker from the point.
King to Ball.
We'll come back to Dixon here as he'll work the two-man game once again. Good shovel feed. Sheridan on a tuck. Gets around 1-2. Scores! Clip it for Sheridan. Defense and goaltending has been at a premium. Looking as Preston just jumps across the center line in time. He's going to shoot. Scores! Oh, Nicky Preston.
No, but I did see him putting in work at the box about a month ago, and I said, I'm gonna tell Curtis Hodgson I saw you, man.
Oh, look out, that one's in. Charlotte Beatty's cutting across the top. Bouquet got a piece, but not enough. Sheridan, a little pep in his step after his goal. Feeds off, here's King, wide open, feed it, Duncan scoring! Oh, they wipe it off in the crease. So if he does want to challenge us.
We'll take a look at the Charlotte Beatty. So the catch, the takeoff, yeah, he might have a case here.
Look at
did it go in? Where'd the ball go in?
It's the hand. Still one more game to come here in week 3 tomorrow from San Diego.
Rochester, last people at the party.
It's a long wait. Dixon scores. This guy. But he can break you down one-on-one with the best of them in this league as well. Here's a chance maybe in transition, and Del Bianco with the stuff. Good run off the floor there.
LaFontaine, the vet, trying to make a spark for his team.
Still got some horsepower in those legs. Now Kluche leans in, gets inside. Kluche, clip it! Falling down, finds the room up top under the crossbar. They got to hustle up the floor here. Preston shooting with oodles of time left on the clock. I think he thought it was a little bit closer to triple zeros than it was. The guy across the floor this year, Ryan Smith, pull the whistle, let's play some lacrosse. He might just sneak up on a couple of people here. That guy.
Keegan Ball 3 and 4, Jesse King 2 and 1. Every offensive player in on the action tonight for the Black and Gold.
Donville trying to set up his man, it's in! Is it Sean Wesley down on the crease? 51. And Hamer Jackson, another face-off win. The face-off numbers when you have a chance, Bradley, please. So I think here's another chance coming for Las Vegas. Right in, Patra. Book it. And that pass got away from Webster, and look out here, numbers for Vancouver. Hustling up is Owen Grant. A scoop on the run. Oh, he's got Dixon going to the goal, and I don't think Owen Grant ever looked over there to see Curtis Dixon streaking to the goal. Not that Owen Grant's not a good option in transition, but oh, there's Sheldon Burns. And there's an option in transition for the Desert Dogs. Floats one behind for Jones. And he'll find a trailer, but that pass deflected. Jones gets it back, 12 on the shot clock. Feet to the crease, oh, Del Bianco, an elbow stop.
And a good reset as that ball pops right to Donville.
Donville again. He has been noticeable here tonight. Kill it! And that's his specialty right there. Right from the wing, the sidearm whip. So maybe there was always the plan. Dixon out of the penalty box. He's going to get a breakaway from center. Dixon, nobody around him. In he comes, fakes, shoots. Bouquet stacks the pads. Oh, a big time stop from Big Bouquet right there. Will come from Oshawa. As the Warriors will make the trip east in their first road game of the campaign. Keegan Ball. Yes, sir.
Yeah, they can figure out their goaltending situation. They've got the right pieces of the puzzle in place for a much better year. But the Vancouver Warriors flexed at home tonight.
It is a final. The horn sounds here at Rogers Arena. The Warriors are into the win column.